The NFL Scouting Combine is well underway. The Cardinals are getting a closer look at draft prospects through workouts and player interviews. Alongside head coach Jonathan Gannon, I'm Dani Sureck. Coach, second year as a head coach, so your second combine. What's one thing you learned last year that you were more aware of or focused on second time around?
I think I wouldn't say more aware of, just getting to know the players. That's the main thing for me. Maybe what questions to ask certain guys to get to the bottom of what we want to get to the bottom of. But they've been fantastic so far. We're kind of right in the middle as we speak right now of talking to players. So that's the best part about it.
You've said you talk every day with General Manager Monty Ossenford, especially this week when it comes to player evaluations and interviews. You said when it comes to finding the right fit, it's about the price of admission, which not everybody pays. How much is the price of admission to become an Arizona Cardinal?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And what we're talking about there is the people that they are and their football character. So we like to look for certain things. Just as they're going through their college career, what that looks like for us when they submerge into our culture with the Arizona Cardinals, what we think is needed to get the job done. So, and last year's draft class all paid that price of admission. So Monty and his staff, and we did a really good job on that. So that's what we're looking for this year.
Reflecting on last season, 4 wins, defensively, 29th passing defense, 32nd in the run. What's required to turn things around and become a threatening defense in just one offseason?
A lot. Obviously not where we need to be to win enough football games to be relevant in January, as I would say. And I think continuity of the coaching staff and some of the things that we did last year moving into year 2 will help the players that are here. And then, obviously excited about the acquisition phase too. Free agency and the draft, always add new people to the room. But the guys that we have back, they did a good job of trying to do what we wanted them to do. And I think obviously there's a big area and there's a big room for a jump and improvement going into year 2.
You saw 8 games with your franchise quarterback, Kyler Murray. His presence immediately rejuvenated the offense, the team as a whole. Offensively, what pieces are missing where, if addressed, can elevate his play and in turn the offense's play as a whole immediately?
Yeah, I wouldn't say missing. I would just say we're looking to add good football players everywhere. And, especially, obviously the offensive line, I always think in my mind that's where I look to first. Because there's 5 guys on that and they got a tough job and they're running pass game. And then how many playmakers can we surround Kyler with, and that comes in all kinds of different shapes and sizes and forms and positions. So as long as we add good football players, we'll be on our way.
You've said this offseason you want to tear things down with your staff and keep them on their toes. What good are you carrying over from last year to build upon?
A lot, yeah. I think like certain things, just our standard of our way of doing certain things, I think was good, and the players liked it and they're comfortable with that, and they showed improvement with that. But I want us to really, what I was talking about with that comment was, I want us to have a growth mindset and making sure that we're talking and thinking about everything that we're doing, and to make sure that it's the best thing for the players. And as long as we're improving, I say individually and collectively, then the players will improve. So that's what I wanted done this offseason, and they've done a good job with it.
First year as a head coach, check done. What was the biggest lesson learned?
You got to delegate. You got to delegate a little bit. And that's not hard for me. I know some guys don't like to. There's a little bit of that when they got to delegate. But we have really good people in the building. Michael went out and the people that he'd let us hire were exactly what I was looking for. And so I listened to those guys. So I listened to them, and then I delegate some responsibility at times. But it was fun. But I'm looking forward to the growth for myself in year 2 as well. Just being on a job, the greatest experience is experience. So going into year 2, I have to improve my game too. So I'm working on that.
At what point, what week did you realize I got to delegate a little bit more?
Training camp.
Okay.
Training camp. Yeah, training camp, it kind of hit me. But that was cool. People were ready to do that. You know what I mean? So that was kind of a neat experience for me. A little stressful, but it was good.
You were pretty hyped in the war room last year's draft, which makes sense. Monty Ossenfort was making big moves, wheeling
Yes, he
and dealing.
was wheeling and dealing.
How prepared are you for the Monty magic this year?
Yeah, I was just gonna sit back and get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn ready, Cardinals fans, for head coach Jonathan Gannon. I'm Dani Sureck. Stay locked in on azcardinals.com for more coverage from the NFL Scouting Combine.